Hey guys, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing. If this is your first time viewing this channel, it's about two things that I love, and that's growing plants and growing in the Word of God. So it is the end of a very long work day for me, and I decided that I want to show you my office area. Now I do have a house plant tour on my channel, but since then I've made quite a few changes to my office area to include the plants that are located in my office as well as how I have them displayed. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay guys, so when you first enter into my office, I have this bookshelf that I am using to display plants and also to store my plant supplies. On the very top there is a grow light. It has 4 arms and it is on a timer, and it comes on and it gives the plants that I'm about to show you the necessary light that they need to thrive. Also on the top right here, I'm not going to take it down, is my Monstera Peru. It got some type of fungus, and so I had to cut it back. And over here is an anthurium that just will not bloom for me no matter what I do. And then here on this shelf is my propagations. Let me move this plant light out of the way so we can see what I have going on here. So here is a Monstera Peru cutting. I am trying to restart that plant. And right by it is a Philodendron cordium cutting. Here is a Peperonia cutting. And then I have a pothos cutting here, Transcadia cutting, and then another pothos cutting. I also am trying for the first time what they call propagating with nodes. So this is sphagnum moss here, and I have nodes in here, and hopefully they will root and will eventually one day be a full plant. So yeah, also back there is the remnants of the string of hearts, I think, that is not doing very well. So I'm also trying to restart them. So this is kind of like, I call this my struggle shelf. And then on the next level, more plants that are struggling. I have this Pilea here that is not doing well. This is a cutting of a philodendron cordium. I'm hoping that something is going on underneath the substrate because I cut it back because the two leaves that were coming out, protruding out, died. Here's my rattlesnake. Like I've always told you, this is the only calathea that I cannot grow. One of my subscribers said to put it in a smaller pot, which I did. It was in a much bigger pot, and we'll see what happens. And then this is my strongami that I've also cut all the way back, and hopefully something is going on underneath there. And then on the next shelf is nothing but a water meter for my plants. And also let me show you, I purchased these from the dollar store, and as you can see from up here, I use them to propagate cuttings. And so yeah, that works very well. And then on the very bottom shelf is just a lot of plant supplies, pots and drip pans and things that I need to do maintenance for my plants. So yeah, this is the bookshelf that I've turned into a place to well, I'm really not trying to showcase my struggle plants, but try to get them to grow and hopefully be able to put them in substrate, and maybe in about 6 months from now, I can have a good report in regards to these plants that are located on this shelf. All right, and next as we go deeper into my home office, this is nothing but work, no fun here. But look at this. This is what I call my planter's pole. And it goes all the way up to the top. It is a tension rod. I actually purchased this from OfferUp, and it is just a wonderful way of displaying so many plants. So let's take a closer look here. So I am not going to take it down because it would require me to get a ladder or a chair here. But that is my Calathea musica that is on the top here. And then there is a future home for a plant there, as well as right there. And then we have a syngonium. I will take that down. So yeah, this is my syngonium. She is doing great. And then next we have a Calathea. As you know, if you watch my channel, all of my Calatheas are in this room, except for I do have one upstairs now. This is my Calathea Sabrina, and she is doing well. And then right by her is my newest Calathea. This is a Calathea misto. I have never heard of this type of Calathea. Let me get the label here. See if it focuses. So there you go. Yeah, so it's a Calathea misto. It has some really beautiful green foliage here. And she hangs out over here. And then next to her is my Calathea burl. And let me take her down for a closer look. And all of my Calatheas are doing quite well, I am pleased to say, other than the Calathea rattlesnake that I just showed you. Then we have here a cutting of my creeping vine, and look at all of the roots on this particular cutting. So yeah, so I will be potting her up very soon, and then there is room there for one more plant. So yeah, this is my planter's pole, and it is just really nice to have so many plants here while I'm working during the day. So next is two plants that I have on this side of my desk, as well as I have some plants on the windowsill here. So let's start with this plant. This is an amazing plant to me. I purchased it because of these stems. Look at that. This is a Alocasia Sabrina. Look at these stems. Look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. And then this is how her foliage looks. She has beautiful variegations and just a beautiful plant. And here is her biggest leaf here. So yeah, that is my Alocasia Sabrina. And then this is my Philodendron Summer Glory here. And I love her leaves as well. So these two, they just hang out right here on my desk. Now in the windowsill is a peperonia. And I am so pleased, like I said in another video, that I have been able to keep all of my peperonias are nice and healthy and happy. So I finally broke the code on how to care for peperonias. And then next to her is a Transcadia, the purple variety, and she is gorgeous as well. And then right next to her is a fern, a bird's nest fern. I just repotted her, and she is growing and doing well. And then we have right here a white Dracaena. Yeah, and she's a beauty as well. And then I have a variegated peperonia on the very opposite end of the windowsill. Okay, next I have 4 hanging plants, and let's start over here. This is my peperonia. This is the same peperonia that I am propagating over on the bookshelf that I just showed you. I love the way she has this purple coloring on some of her leaves. It's really pretty. And so that's my peperonia. And then right next to her is another peperonia. This is my peperonia Hope. She is fairly new. And I'm hoping that, no pun intended, I'm hoping that she will grow and start cascading down. That would be really, really beautiful. So yeah, that's my peperonia Hope. All right, and then next to her is a lipstick plant. And this is a, let's get the, let you see the, that, here you go, can you see that, the black? I'll just take it out. black pagoda. And if you look at her leaves, you'll see why they call her that. She has those beautiful black speckles on her leaves. So yeah, and she hangs out on the windowsill as well. And then lastly, I've showed this plant before. This is also a lipstick plant, although like I've said before, I don't know what kind because I lost the label for the ID of this plant. So if anyone knows, please put it in the comment section. And she was used to hang out in my living room area, and she was dropping leaves like crazy. But since I put her in the office here, she's beginning to fill out back out on the top. And she seems to be happy here. And that's the first lipstick plant I had didn't make it. It took me the second time to realize that for whatever reason, they don't like being in my living room or dining room. And so it's probably the humidity in this room. And so those are the 4 plants that I have hanging out on my office curtain rod. I did have curtains up here. If you look at my houseplant tour, you'll see that there were curtains, but what I found was it was blocking too much of the natural light for my plants, and so I took them down. And of course, I have the blinds for privacy and security reasons that I can close. But yeah, it's just allows way more light in for the plants, and they seem to be responding well to it. You know, it's pretty nice and sunny right now, but we are about to hit fall, and here in the Pacific Northwest, we don't get a lot of natural light during the fall and winter months. And so, the more light that I can get to come through the windows, the better. And then, of course, like I said, I have this grow light here on top that's on a timer. And I can set it for 4, 6, or 8 hours. And at night when it comes on, it illuminates this whole room, other than the plants that were located here. And that's why they have their own individual grow light. All right, next I have this plant shelf along with a few plants displayed on my fireplace here. So on the plant shelf is my Calathea peacock. She is a beauty, and she is quite happy to hang out there. And right by her is my Calathea white fusion. If you remember, I got her half off because she wasn't doing well, and I am happy to say, look at that. I think she is such a beautiful Calathea with the green and white variegation, and she has just been doing great. This is one of her newest leaves right here. Look at that leaf. So yeah, she hangs out right here by the Calathea peacock. And then I have my Calathea orbifolia, and I struggled with her for a while. She's doing well now, but her last 3 leaves here are smaller than the 2 older leaves. So I want to see if I can get her to size up. And then right here is another beautiful Calathea. Look at that black and purple. And this is a Calathea rospica. And she is beautiful as well. Here is her newest leaf. As you can see, it's still unfurling, and so she's doing really good. And then in the corner here is my ficus tree, doing well. And then on the bottom here is a philodendron brandium. I have a moss pole coming tomorrow. These type of moss poles, I don't know about anyone else, but I hate them. I absolutely hate them. They're impossible to keep moist. And so I will be taking her off of this moss pole and putting her on a brand new one tomorrow. And then here on the fireplace is my Dracaena, my braided Dracaena. Am I saying her name right? I kind of feel like I'm not. Let's see. Yeah, it's Dracaena marginata braid. I was missing a word there. Dracaena marginata braid. She's doing well. She keeps sizing up, so she's happy. And here's my Maranta, another type of prayer plant. And she is doing well. And then this is, I feel like this is the only male plant that I have in my collection, because I usually say she. But this is my Zensmomia lindenali. There is her proper name. And I just said she, but I do think this is a male. But look at the beauty of that plant. And then lastly over here is my lily. And this is a, this lily is different than the lily that's in my living room. Look at the variegations on her leaves. And she's blooming. So yeah, so that is all of the plants that are located in my office. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs it up. And if you want to see more Planty videos, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, be blessed.